Let's look at one of the most important things in English, action verbs. Without verbs, you can't speak a language. Action verbs are the most common verbs. They express some type of action. Here are some examples of action verbs. I sing when I'm happy. I sing when I'm happy. You type very fast. You type very fast. We cook the best food. We cook the best food. They swim in the pool at their house. They swim in the pool at their house. You need to add an S or an ES at the end of third-person singular subject action verbs. For example, he talks too much. He talks too much. She pushes the limit. She pushes the limit. It frustrates me. It frustrates me. He picks on his little brother. He picks on his little brother. She ties her shoes after she puts them on. She ties her shoes after she puts them on. It works both ways. It works both ways. For negative sentences with action verbs, you will use the words do not, does not, or did not. For example, I do not eat tomatoes. I do not eat tomatoes. You do not write legibly. You do not write legibly. He does not laugh enough. He does not laugh enough. She does not think that is true. She does not think that is true. It does not move fast. It does not move fast. We do not dance well. We do not dance well. They do not travel out of the country. They do not travel out of the country. Hey guys, do you like my videos? If you do, take a look at my Patreon. It's at patreon.com/blabinit. I am creating a lot of new content there for you so that you can improve your English quickly. I will also release the content of my videos to members in my Patreon. I have cool things over there like stories, live sessions, a section of como se dice en inglés, so if you have a question of how to say something, I can answer it for you there. Go ahead and check it out. Thanks so much, guys. You don't know how much I appreciate it. You can also use the contractions of do not, does not, or did not. Don't, doesn't, didn't. Instead, you would say, I don't eat tomatoes. You don't write legibly. He doesn't laugh enough. She doesn't think that is true. It doesn't move fast. We don't dance well. They don't travel out of the country. When you use these contractions, you will speak faster. We begin interrogative sentences that have action verbs with the words do, does, or did. Let's take a look at some examples. Do I snore when I sleep? Do I snore when I sleep? Do you ask the teacher any questions? Do you ask the teacher any questions? Does he listen to his mom? Does he listen to his mom? Does she finish her homework every day? Does she finish her homework every day? Does it sound right? Does it sound right? Do we sit over here? Do we sit over here? Do they cry when they lose? Do they cry when they lose? Hey guys, do you think that these videos are really useful to you? If so, you can support my channel by clicking down below on the Thanks button. I hope that you can support me. Let's continue with the video. Action verbs in past tense generally are made by adding an ed to the end of the word. For example, I worked too many hours. I worked too many hours. You called me too late. You called me too late. He wished for $1 million. He wished for $1 million. We painted a mural. We painted a mural. They picked the perfect vacation. They picked the perfect vacation. Of course, there are always some exceptions to the rule. Let's look at some of these exceptions. I tried to find you. I tried to find you. You bought too many bottles of water. You bought too many bottles of water. She thought you were here. She thought you were here. We sat in the chairs. We sat in the chairs. They drove to the mountains. They drove to the mountains. Let's take a look at one action verb and give examples of everything we have learned in this lesson. Let's use the verb cook. I cook the food. You cook the food. He cooks the food. We cook the food. They cook the food. I don't cook the food. You don't cook the food. She doesn't cook the food. We don't cook the food. They don't cook the food. Do I cook the food? Do you cook the food? Does he cook the food? Do we cook the food? Do they cook the food? I cooked the food. You cooked the food. She cooked the food. We cooked the food. They cooked the food. I hope this lesson helped you learn action verbs very well. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click on the little bell so you receive a notification every time I upload a new video. Keep learning English with me, Blabonitos, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!